Hey, how you guys doing, man? It's Joe D, and welcome to Share Beer. Oh, Friday, Share Beer. Boy, I got to get used to that right now.
Yeah.
Today is Friday, January 22nd, 2021, and we are back, and probably like a good 40% of ourselves. Actually, we're not really,
Yeah.
you know why you would stick around and watch this.
And we are back, and
It
probably
just
a
speaks
good
to
40%
actually
of ourselves,
you,
actually.
really,
Not you.
right? Your choices
Yeah.
in life and why you're watching this ridiculousness. Like I
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
having
Happy
a
Friday.
brewing right now, Mexican IPA.
Okay. All right. Good. I'm having an IPA. My go-to, the Scofflaw Basement IPA, 16-ounce can.
Yep.
That's my one can. I've got, like I said, I got to bail at it a little bit before too, because much to the malt liquor community's chagrin, I do actually have to go back to work.
Whoa.
Yeah. I got to make money so I can buy some beer, to buy that overpriced booze.
I'm trying to get logged in here to Untapped, and there we go. Yeah, I'll look some of these up. So you've got Scofflaw Basement IPA.
Yeah, Basement IPA, the green can. The get a case of 16-ounce cans at Costco for $29. So that's a pretty good deal.
And Costco is the place to buy your beer and wine, actually, if they have the beer you want.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, they never.
As long as you're happy buying a case of it.
They never have malt liquor because, good God.
No. Yeah.
I mean, please. Costco? Please. Never. But this is Scofflaw Brewing Basement IPA. 54,000, basically 55,000. We're not that far away. Yeah. 310 in the last 7.5%. Both our beers are pretty close.
Yeah.
40 IBUs, and we've got a 3.9 bottle cap rating.
Yep. Yeah, it's a good one. It's become the kind of the go-to IPA.
Whoa, look at Ellie here. Whoa, how you doing? How you doing? Hey, did you see
Yeah.
look at me? She's winking at me.
Yeah.
God, I mean, these days, you know what I'm saying? They throw themselves at you these days. It's crazy.
Terrible.
It's just awful. And again, I'm having a Baja Brewing Mexican IPA, por favor. So let me look that up here. Por favor. There it is.
Okay.
Get that all looked up. Yeah, we've got 4,700 total. 11 in the last 30. Let me add to this by checking it in here. Oh, maybe I have never checked it in. Yeah, there's 0 by me, so I'm real check it. 7%, no IBUs rated, and a 3.43.
Okay.
I would rate it higher than that. I would give it a 3.75. It's solid. Even though it's 7%, it's a solid higher on the session ABV, but it's still very good. It is delicious, man. It actually is.
No, it looks good. It looks good too. It's got a nice color to it, a nice copper color.
Yeah, it's really
mine is more of an orange, kind of a golden color. Well, I've got a few floaties in here, a couple. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and I have this actually in my Greenwood Brewing glass. That's a female-owned brewery here in Phoenix, the downtown area of Phoenix, in case anyone's kind of curious.
It's a nice glass, though, too. It's like a giant snifter glass.
And they have some fantastic beers there. They do. It's the ambiance is nice. The patio, they have kind of 2 patio areas, one in the front and one they're a corner lot, so it's kind of one's in the front, kind of on the corner. Then the other one's like on the side, on the other side of the.
Okay. Now, do they have a special? Do they specialize in certain style? Do they do?
I mean, I think everybody kind of does IPAs, right? I think everybody kind of. If you have an IPA in your brewery, then I don't know.
Yeah.
Good evening. You doing okay, Joe and burly bearded Mark?
Yeah, that's right. Yep. Preparing for the apocalypse. Going my beard
Hey,
out.
it took him the whole
Yeah, this is my Corona beard. This is
yeah,
my lockdown beard.
that's the lockdown beard, man. It took
Yeah.
him the whole time.
I mean, it's funny. It takes it takes me a long time to grow a beard. Joe probably get this in like 3 days, right? How long? What's that, Joe? Is that like 2 days worth there since you trimmed
No,
that?
I'm not a real fast grower. Yeah, this is all week.
Okay. Yeah. See, just take that and multiply it by like 23, and then that's me.
Yeah, it's minus the goatee. I mean, I always have that, but yeah, the beard part is.
I am liking the gray that's popping in there. I do like that actually. I'm not afraid to show the gray.
Yeah, I could take or leave. Yeah. Mr. Some Drug, Biden drinks malt liquor. Not hard to tell that. I'm having Lagunitas Hoppy Refresher. Cheers. Yeah, absolutely.
That sounds like is that a spring beer? Hoppy Easter? I wonder.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of that one before. So is that a new seasonal beer from Lagunitas? I don't know.
Look that up.
It just kind of seems like that might be a springtime Easter rabbit type thing.
Hoppy, yeah.
Refresher.
A little wild.
Sounds like a lower ABV, like an all-day IPA type thing. I don't know though.
Maybe it's so new it's not even in here yet. What's going on here? Let's see. Huh. This is interesting. I'm not finding it in my shirt. Shirt here.
Maybe Foamy Head's a beta tester of the beer.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Let me go to the brewery here, and then we'll
see what the beers are.
Yeah. Well. Okay. Sort. If I sort, is there a way least popular?
Least popular.
Newest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they don't have newest either.
They don't.
Oh, created app, new to old. See down there on the bottom row, second
right
row.
here. Okay, there we go. All right.
Let's see what that says.
Fresh hop. Shill's Hole.
Shill's Hole. I like that.
That's a good one.
Doggy Days.
Yeah, we've got nitroglycerin, hard coffee with Guatemalan and Colombian beans. And addictive.
Ooh, that looks good. See, all these ones. Well, a lot of these are probably served in their pubs and that type of thing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because that sounds like something I need to get my hands on. That was just added to November 12th. So that.
Ruben says it's water, non-alcoholic but delicious. Okay, so it's like a hop water.
Oh, is that one? Did I have that?
You had the Lagunitas hop water. That was a year or two ago. So maybe this is a new version of that. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I was wondering. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense then. Okay. Yeah, non-alcoholic. It's good though. So hoppy water, basically. Yeah.
Adam says just finished chapter brewing's impossible to read beer list. A raspberry and apricot sour. And just cracked open submission ends from Black Lodge Brewing, which is a how do you say that?
Kvik.
Yeah, that
Kvik IPA. So, that's interesting. I don't know what a Kvik IPA is. Maybe a fruited IPA.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
No, you're not supposed to fruit the malt. You're not supposed to fruit the malt.
I think we have talked about that though one here.
Yeah.
A Kvik.
Sounds pretty good, but yeah, it's dinner time for you now, Adam. So you're still got a few hours for us. Oh, it's not even noon for Joe. I mean, geez.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and I posted
in the morning.
I posted my breakfast picture, on Instagram. And that, let me go to my Insta here.
Did you post a beer with your breakfast picture?
I did actually. Yeah, I had a beer with my waffles. I mean, isn't that what he does? Doesn't everybody have good waffles? I mean,
that is good when you don't have to go anywhere in the afternoon. I've done that a lot where you do like a brunch, like a late morning, early afternoon. Oh yeah, Miller Lite. That goes great with waffles.
Well, because I'm watching my girlish figure. I didn't want to have.
Okay, all right. No, that's true. Yeah.
I mean, And you can see
You
my
can drink like 8 of those to equal like one imperial stout that you might have with the other.
yeah, and see that was I posted that an hour ago. So
Okay.
so it was like 10 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
This was more brunch. So I put Friday brunch here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, have a hashtag I have issues, hashtag midlife crisis. So just in case anyone, you just make sure everyone knows, Oh, so we have
Getting a little red sports car. Joe gets a 30-pack of Miller Lite. That's his midlife crisis.
Oh, I have been on the Miller Lite bandwagon here, man, riding it hard. I mean, 30 packs of this. I haven't bought 30 packs in a long time until I started buying all these 30 packs. And dear God, I can go through a 30 pack like no one.
Oh, yeah, especially of light beers. Yeah, I mean, they go down like water. I mean, you just fill up your glass and keep going. Yeah.
My Coca-Colas are harder than that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My Diet Cokes are actually I
would agree. Yeah, it's easier to drink like 6 or 8 Miller Lights than it is to drink 6 or 8 Cokes. Yeah. It's
great.
I would agree though.
Window beer review. Thomas says hi, and Ruben says water.
Yeah.
And the hoppy refresher. I mean, yeah. Well, so is the Miller Lite.
Yeah, pretty much.
Non-alcoholic, and that's what Foamy had said as well. Oh, the Quebec
is the yeast. Okay.
Norwegian. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking it was like European or something like that. Yeah.
So does that mean after you're drinking that beer, you just want to go and like invade a country and burn, rape, and pillage? I mean, I would think if you're going to have Viking yeast, you got to be a Viking at the end.
I know. Like
you're on a ship and it's like a Led Zeppelin song.
And you have to talk about everything you do is to the gods or something, right?
Yeah,
like,
that's right. Yep.
Yeah, you have to do like a whole bunch of gods talk. Smoke him, guys. I can't join.
All right, Neri. Well, hope you're having a good week.
We'll post the link anyway. Post the link. Anybody wants to jump in? I think most anybody, like probably 98% of you guys. If you jump in,
it's still subject to moderator approval, but most of the time we like to be on.
Yeah, most of the time. But yeah, there's still like not even 1% of you guys. There's 2% of you guys that no bueno. Okay, no effing bueno. Okay, just
capital
effing. Yeah. Hi, Thomas, and then Mr. Sumdruck. Easy peasy IPA. Deep, what a Ilium? It's what
tacos and beer. Oh, there you go.
Now, okay, with all the taco talk, and with all the tacos being as popular as they are, and so forth, what are you eating as many burritos? Like right now, would you rather have taco? Like, okay, same exact feelings. Carne asada taco or carne asada burrito?
I would probably go with the taco. Yeah. I've been eating the last 6 months or so. We've got a little Mexican restaurant that does tacos and really good stuff. And we've just been doing more tacos. Every once in a while I'll get an enchilada, but most of the time it's tacos. And I just like like the corn, either hard corn or the soft corn tortilla. Yeah, just good stuff. Yeah. I'd rather get like a carne asada taco and a pulled pork taco or something like that, rather than one big burrito.
How many tacos are you getting? So you're talking your regular, I don't know, what are they, 3-inch tortillas?
Yeah, I mean, they're about that. Yeah. It's like a little 6-inch round tortilla that's folded up. Yeah.
6 or 5-inch.
Yeah.
Whatever they are. And then you have your smaller ones, though.
Mm-hmm. These are kind of the standard size, not the little mini ones, not like the little slider tacos, but the big, the bigger ones. Yeah, like a saucer size tortilla.
So, do you prefer your standard size taco or those little mini ones that they have?
Standard size? Yeah, I'll usually get, if we go to this place, I'll usually get 2 to 3 standard size tacos, and then a little bit of rice and charo, what they call charo beans. So it's smoked beans with some bacon and stuff in it. That's That's a good lunch.
So you're probably, in that case, you're probably doing like 2 tacos.
Yeah, 2 tacos, some beans, and we'll get some chips and salsa too.
Yeah, I'm talking half a dozen tacos, bro. Like, but we're talking the street style, the real small,
Okay, the little ones, yeah.
tortillas, you know what I'm saying? So you have to put like 2 tortillas with it, and they actually just bring it to you on a plate. You know what I'm saying? And there's like 5 or 6 of them on there, and that's like the appetizer, for Christ's sake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Those little ones, those like one gulp and just put them
on. Oh yeah, man. You know, and that's the only time. Okay, look at the beer. Look at my pinky. Look at the beer. It works every time. Look, I'll grab another glass of beer. Look, see the pinky. Now tacos, pinky out, bro. You have to like 3-finger pinch it and pinky out to kind of balance.
That's right. Yeah.
Right? You're kind of, and that's the only time it's acceptable.
You don't want to you don't want to prematurely tip the taco because all the stuff comes out.
No. Yeah.
That's why the pinky's there, for balance.
Do you do a 3-finger or a 4-finger pinch on the taco?
I do like the claw. I grab it like a giant crab claw. I just put it in my hand and I grab it like that, and or from the top. You do that where you kind of fold it up and then you grab it from the top.
Yeah.
And then that's usually how I do. I kind of like do the over the top claw method.
Yeah. Just that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you kind of fold it up, and then it's like, the 3-finger pinch depends on the size of the taco.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to bring it in and go 4 fingers. So you're going thumb and the other 3 fingers, and then that pinky's still out there holding it all together.
It depends if they're overstuffed tacos, because sometimes they just put so much stuff in the tacos that you can't really fold them up. They're just like overstuffed tacos.
Kind of like those. You ever watch a warehouse being built, and they're putting up the huge slabs of concrete, and you have those gigantic cranes out there. You know what I'm saying? And the crane picks it up, and they have to have like a big cable or a rope, to kind of balance it. That's your pinky. You know what I'm saying? And this is the crane part right here, because you're lifting it. And the pinky's balancing it all out. Without that pinky, if you try to do this, it ain't gonna work. I promise.
Yeah, it's gonna be a taco disaster.
Exactly. Exactly. So Neri says Miller Lite. Huh?
Yeah.
See, you have tuna pizza. We got like Miller Lite with our waffles in the morning.
Yeah.
That's how it works here. Laugh out loud. It's called Norwegian Viking yeast because it ferments at lower temperatures and twice as fast.
Okay. So it's like the Vikings. It can be sub-zero and they can still be running around pillaging people. Yeah. They move fast even when it's cold.
I think Adam doesn't realize he's making our point actually, because when it's at lower temperatures, it's thanking the gods that it can do that, because no one can do that, because of course we're Viking yeast. Right? And the yeast is like popping its shirt to the other yeast going, yo, you guys in your higher temperature.
We don't need no stinking heat to ferment. Sub-zero and we still ferment.
Yes, exactly. Yes. And we wear animal fur on our ankles. What's up with that? I'm in the 2% not allowed. Yeah, that's right. Adam put himself in the 2%ers, man. Wicked Brew, if you get the chance, address 209 J Jones making the call that the Peaglin is in the malt liquor hell for eternity.
209 J Jones, the malt liquor referee, ruling on the field.
Yes,
the Peaglin is. I could see how you could put him in malt liquor hell for eternity after some of those past videos.
I feel really conflicted here because we have a malt liquor reporter.
Yeah,
and I feel like we have, like right now, the National Enquirer. We basically have the Washington Post. Okay, of malt liquor reporters. And right now we have, these National Enquirers of malt liquor reporting coming in right now.
Yeah, this is like the little penny saver newspaper reporting on malt liquor.
Yeah.
Why do that when you can go to the Washington Post or the New York Times for your malt liquor report?
I mean, so yeah, we've got to be careful of our sources of malt liquor news.
We have to verify sources before we can accurately report it.
Yeah, we got to, Billy D's pretty darn good. We've got
he double checks and verifies his sources before reporting. Yeah. He doesn't want to spread misinformation.
Yeah, I mean, and Billy, he or she gets really hurt about these things too.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Deep Ellum Cracking Brewery out of Texas. Oh,
yeah. That's English for good brewery, I guess. Cracking good. That's cracking good. It's a cracking good brewery.
Cracking good brewery. Yeah, I like that.
Pinky out when you say that, though. That's a pinky out. That's a cracking good brewery.
Yeah, that's
cheers, mate.
Yeah, I miss San Antonio Queso. Yeah, he was for a while. Yeah, he did.
Was it last? No, 2 years ago. 2 years ago, he was here. Yeah. No, that's. Good queso is hard to beat. And you're probably not going to get good queso in London. Probably not.
Yeah, I mean, you can get a queso. Like, you could get some melted cheese and call it queso, I guess. It's not
queso. Yeah.
But, yeah, it's not nice. 2 tacos per beer. Balance your food group.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I'll take that. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take that. Now, is it 2 tacos per beer? Again, I think size matters here.
Mm-hmm. It depends on the size of the taco. Too many tacos per beer. I could go with if it's a good sized taco, maybe one, depending on the beer.
Yeah.
One beer per taco. But if you're getting a burrito, then it might be
burritos.
It'd be like 2 beers per burrito. I don't know.
Where I was going. Yeah. And depending on the size of the burrito.
Yeah.
I mean,
you get those big ones that are like as big as a football, those.
Yeah, that's a full pitcher of beer right there.
Yeah, that's a mini keg.
Especially if you need friends. Like, if you need friends to help you, when's the last time you had a burrito you needed a buddy system with? Like, you were like, yo, this thing, it has to be plated. You can't. There's no way.
Yeah, no. They serve it on not just a plate, but a good sized dinner plate.
Matter of fact,
we've done that. You go to some of some Mexican restaurants, and the burritos it must be like a 12-inch torch. I mean, it's just a huge thing, and the thing just ends up being, that big around, and you buy one, and that's good for 2 people.
It is. It's
a pitcher of beer and some chips, and you're good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's So that's. I like that. Yeah, that at least we have a standard, and we have we have a standard: 2 burritos, 2 tacos per beer, 2 beers, and that's on the 2-in-1 system there. See?
Yeah.
Now, is that should we make a website? 2 tacos, 1 beer?
Yeah.
Huh?
I think so.
Or we could do 2 beers, 1 burrito.
Yeah.
.com.
Yeah. No, now you said it, so that means somebody's going to take the domain name now. Thanks, Joe.
Yeah. Don't forget head tilt for the
Oh yeah. Get the claw and then you got to go.
Now this is too much for us to process right now. I'm drunk here. We're like really blowing our minds right now. We had the pinch. We covered that. We covered how many tacos per beer. Now the head tilt. Now some of us are better built for this. Okay, let's just say it. Let's get it out. We've got it right here. Some people actually have. So see, I can't tilt.
Yeah, being a pencil neck is helpful in this case because you can twist your neck in multiple directions.
Yeah.
So it's not all bad being a pencil neck.
It's not. You can get a really good tilt on that bad boy.
That's right. Yeah.
I got to kind of tilt the taco itself, which leads. I got to really, it's like
throw everything off balance. Yeah, you balance it with your pinky, then do the head tilt, and you're good. Yeah.
Yeah. See that? People come here to live stream to find out how to eat your tacos professionally. We got a lot of pros in the house here. See, hello, Jody. Look at the smoke. Oh, we got Lucky Schmutz. No, Schmitz. Lucky Schmitz.
Lucky Schmitz.
Oh, there he is. We got bandwidth in here. Having a King Cobra premium malt liquor from Anheuser-Busch Brewing, paired with some good smoked Gouda and a lean cut wild game. Oh, some elk.
Ooh, Gouda and that sounds. Everything sounds good except for the King Cobra part.
I know, like what the hell?
Why would you ruin such good food with a King Cobra?
Hey, now, does elk make for good tacos? Could you make like a carne asada with some elk?
Oh, I think you could. Yeah.
And tacos.
Oh, yeah, that would be good. Yeah.
On everybody's mind right now.
Elk, yeah, marinade that would be delicious because elk is fantastic. Elk is really, really good.
Yeah, it's pretty good, tasty stuff. I mean, me and Mark can tell you, and Mark's got to go here pretty soon, but me and Mark can tell you from being in Colorado, like you will run into people that just randomly will talk to you about hunting elk. Like they're just like, oh yeah. Like that's just, they don't talk about, hey, how you doing? Hey.
And there's lots of restaurants in Denver that serve elk, and there's one restaurant. It's called the Buckhorn Exchange. It's been around since 1875. Supposedly, wild Buffalo Bill ate there, but they serve all kinds of game. So they'll serve elk, bison, deer. I mean, all this stuff, and it's delicious. It's kind of like old West type comfort food. So steaks and all that type of stuff. Oh my gosh, the elk steaks.
Oh, we have a correction. You'd think 2 years ago, but it was actually February.
And what was it? Wow.
You know what? And
that's literally like 2 weeks before all hell broke loose with the COVID thing. Like you drove, you got on the plane, you got back to the UK, and then everything locked down.
And then lockdown.
Yeah. Wow.
What a trip. That's a trip.
Yeah. It shows you what the last year's been like. Just perception of what time is just all skewed because of everything haven't been able to do because of the virus. Yeah.
It is crazy. Wow, that is wild, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, it does. It seems like
2 years ago. Yeah. Yeah.
Man. Wow. That is the the P Glenn flagged my video. I documented the proof. Cheers.
Because he wasn't happy with it.
Yeah.
Now that's what I wonder, because when you flag a video, that means it's not proper, basically. Yeah. So wouldn't all malt liquor videos be flagged? I mean,
just that.
Wouldn't that just be automatic? You upload a video and then you automatically flag your own video just because?
Yeah, I mean, kind of like YouTube does. If you mention COVID or anything like that, boom, flagged. Yeah. You can't monetize it. You can't anything. And I think that's what they should do with all malt liquor. If you merely now see, we report on malt liquor. We don't, but people that actually consume said malt liquor. I mean, that should be it. You should.
Now we do have our malt liquor reporter does consume, but it's only in the interest of journalism.
It's
only for journalistic integrity. It's not for enjoyment.
And these journalists that go to war and do all that and have
he's like embedded. He's like embedded in the malt liquor community.
I mean,
to see what's going on, to report the honest truth.
Their lives. This guy's consuming malt liquor.
Yeah, he should be wearing body armor when he does it, because you just never know what might happen.
Exactly.
He could be exposed to an IMD, improvised malt device. I mean, you just don't know.
Okay. El Conquistador, $26.99, 5-pound monster burrito stuff.
There we go.
Steak, black beans, rice, onions, tomatoes, peppers, olives, cilantro, cheese, guacamole, and sour cream. Oh my God.
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah.
That is it right there, man.
$27? Yeah, I mean, that's like a family of 4 right there. I mean,
that's actually a decent size sub,
Mhm.
right? I mean, that's
Oh,
basically
yeah, 5 pounds. No, it's probably like 1 pound of meat, and the rest is
it's a
all the
3 pound
other
sub.
stuff. But
That's
you probably get a good half a pound of guac, half a pound of cheese. I mean, yeah,
I mean, 5 pounds.
yeah, yeah.
That's now you tell me how many people is it going to take to get down a 5 pound burrito? You got to have at least 4 dudes that are hungry.
Yeah, no, you could do two. Hungry. I've eaten a 48 ounce. Well, I've eaten a 3 pound steak. That's the largest steak I've ever had. Like a
Okay,
48 ounce prime rib. That's the
I
biggest steak
think,
I've ever
I
had,
think
and I did that in high school. So
I think a good comparison is a foot long sub, right?
mhm.
Or like when's the last time? Okay, as much as you think about a 16-ounce steak. That's one thing.
Yeah,
When's the last time you had a 1 pound burger?
yeah.
And you ain't having another one. If you could even get that 1 pound burger
That's
down.
true, and I think it's because of the grind, because it's bigger and it just takes up
Oh,
more volume. Yeah, it's
I
not
mean,
as dense, and
some
that's what really the challenge with the burrito, because it's got the
yeah,
beans and all that stuff in it. Just fills you
yeah.
up a lot faster.
Whew. 5 pounds of Mickey D's coronavirus sauce, and a 12 pack of beer. Oh, that's good. Craft beer is just malt liquor with cinnamon sticks in it.
Yeah, it is kind of true. I mean, 99.5% is the same process. It's just that last little 0.5% that makes a difference.
All the difference in the world, if you
Yeah,
ask me.
yeah,
All the difference in the world.
yeah. See, there you go. Yep.
Yeah, we had Valentine's Day in Austin. That's how
Yeah.
mad it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I remember my brother Paul came down here at the end of February, and we ran a race together, and that was March 1st.
Oh,
And then, like, literally that next week, because remember we popped on the Share Beer show the night before. That was March 1st, and then like 10 days later, everything was shut down, and that seems so long ago.
that does.
Yeah, and I was talking to him last night, and he's like, for the last 10 months, I've been like a hermit. I haven't gone anywhere. I've just, very rarely gone outside of the house.
We're not even a full 12 months into this. And that's something in this country.
Mhm.
And in this country, at least.
Yeah, and it's
We're
going
not
to be another few months. Yeah, at least. Yeah.
And it feels like, well, if you remember in the very early days, every week seemed like a year.
Yeah, yeah. And finally, we're like, we can't just keep doing every week because it's going to keep going. We got up to like week 8, and we're like, well, what the hell do we do now?
Well, because initially, they said that it was going to be 8 weeks.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, 8 weeks. Let's do a countdown. Screw it. You know.
Yeah.
And I think everybody was all in for those 8 weeks. I mean, people were like,
That was part of the problem. They said, oh yeah, just whatever, just next 4 or 6 weeks we'll be through it. And it's like, no. Here we are a year later, and it's still gonna be months until everybody gets vaccinated. So the new reality.
Possibly address the situation in the next malt liquor report. Yeah.
Yes, we're
gonna have to.
Oh, I'm sure our malt liquor reporter is already on it. He's probably already on the story about the P Glen going to malt liquor hell forever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's too big a story not for the malt liquor reporter not to know about it.
Journalism, more like the malt liquor researcher. He better watch out. He'll probably pick up on malt liquor lingo. Good God.
Good God. Speaking of malt liquor lingo.
No doubt. Should try it.
Oh, Still Worldwide. Yeah. Still Worldwide should try it.
That's it, so we've got standards on here. We know how you should eat tacos. We know how many beers per taco is allowed in each situation. Yep. Burrito versus taco.
Yeah.
And what scenario? Now, I just had breakfast burritos. I think that's the only spot that right now, that tacos haven't taken over. It's you can have a breakfast taco.
Yeah,
it's much better to have a breakfast burrito.
No, because what is it? Is it because the breakfast burrito usually is going to have some kind of hash brown or fried potatoes in there. Is that what most breakfast burritos I've had have had egg and some kind of potato, and then maybe guac and sour cream and cheese or something like that. But there's always egg and potatoes in the ones I've had.
Yeah. And some are with egg and potato.
And you just can't fit enough of that stuff that qualifies as breakfast in a taco.
No.
You would need breakfast tacos, not breakfast taco. Whereas you can have a breakfast burrito and cover everything. Yeah.
And I think most of us are in our car or something like that. And so in that morning, because breakfast is synonymous with coffee. And it's hard to have, you only got two hands, most of us.
And you should have at least one hand on the steering wheel. So you got to, most people, well, although I've seen a lot of people driving with their knees and eating with both hands. I mean,
unless you own a Tesla or a Cadillac, then perhaps you have sort of driving mechanism in your vehicle. And I guess more people are. There could be an argument for that. That's besides the point, though, because you got to have burrito. There's this weird balancing drive to work thing that happens where you're like, okay, the ratio of my hand to the cup holder to grab coffee to get sip at stoplight and take bite of burrito to because of course you've got to have the perfect mixture of bite to coffee ratio. Right. I mean, is it bite coffee? What's the?
I guess that would depend on your commute, how many stoplights you have.
That's true.
Because I would think it's easier to eat a burrito while driving than it is to drink. I don't know, but I would say 2 bites, to a sip of coffee.
Yeah.
So bite, drink, bite, drink. Yeah. I think that's a good ratio.
It's pretty much the same as was covered in the movie Friday, right? I mean, that's pretty much, puff, give, and this is bite, sip.
Yeah.
That ratio seems to hold true, whether you're, and if you go bite, sip, you're just a Bogarter. That's all you are.
Yeah. See, what we're 40 minutes into this, and we've dished out so much educational information. I mean, anybody who's watching this is so much smarter now.
Yeah,
exactly. I feel ashamed that I've given out so much knowledge in such a short amount of time.
Some drug says, has P. Glenn gotten off the lawn yet, or does he need someone to push his medical alert button?
Did he pass out in the grass? That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, are we looking at the clouds in the sky instead of?
Is that like TGF when he's hit the floor and we've seen the ceiling? Has the P. Glenn done the same thing in his yard?
Adam says huevos rancheros.
Yeah,
I like huevos rancheros. I haven't had a good huevos rancheros in a long time. Now, I don't imagine there's too much huevos rancheros in the UK.
No, there's some in name only, probably, but yeah, you gotta.
What kind of huevos rancheros do you think you're gonna get in the UK? I mean, on the Great Island over there. What kind of?
I could be surprised, but I would guess probably not the best.
Yeah, probably not.
Not the same as going somewhere in the Southwest and getting some huevos.
Yeah, that's probably not going to be optimal there. Now, do you need to go, Mark? Are you out of here?
I've got another 10 minutes or so. Yeah, I'm all queued up. I just pretty much got to stop this and then switch over to work mode. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got to earn money for malt liquor. So
because craft beer, we're prepared. See, we have things in the queue ready to go. We got to
I've got 3 monitors here. I'm on one monitor, and over on this monitor over here, I've got everything queued up for my call, and over here is my notes. So I'm set. Yeah, I just click, bang into money making mode, just like that.
That's right. Always ready to make money. That's right. Wicked Bruce says he has fallen and he can't get up. Yeah, that's what's happening with P. Glenn. I learned so much from watching this channel.
See? There we go.
This is an education channel, actually.
Right, yeah.
YouTube should pay us lots of money.
Yeah. They should pay us as homeschooling, virtual schools.
Yeah, virtual schools, exactly. No, we get more Spanish tapas here. Oh, that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're
Here in the UK.
basically across the channel from Spain. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? Yeah, tapas or something you're not necessarily going to get here. You're going to get more
No.
in my part of the country for sure. You're going to get more of a Mexican influence. So they will have tapas, but it's going to be more Mexican. Yeah. It's not going to be Spanish, true Spanish, or if you're like in Florida, it's going to be Cuban or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. No, good, true Spanish tapas is, yeah, it's completely different than Mexican.
Now, I have to, God, look at this label. It's falling off this bottle.
As you're talking, yeah.
Talking. So I don't know. I think it's like a tooth. I think you gotta just label fairy. Is there a craft beer
label fairy? Okay, you get 10 cents. Put the label under your pillow.
Oh, you know who would go gaga over this right now is our malt liquor reporter.
Yeah, he's got a binder for that.
He literally does. Yeah, look at that. And there's no glue or nothing on this bottle. I mean, that label.
Now, do you know when that was bottled? Was there any date at all on that bottle?
Let's see.
I'm kind of scared to know how old this is.
Label. There's nothing on the label. I
just think that bottle's older than you think because of that label's falling off. It's been a few years.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
There's coating on the neck of the bottle. There's nothing on the bottom, but there's weird coating on the neck. That's but there's definitely stuff happening.
Oh yeah, that's an old one, Joe.
So I'm going
to get supposed to taste like. What kind of beer is it?
Oh, so it's a Lagunitas secret agenda. So you don't know what.
You don't even know. It's a secret.
It's a secret. We have no idea. Speaking of Lagunitas, we've been looking up a lot of Lagunitas here, haven't we?
Yeah, let's find out what secret agenda is supposed to taste like, and then we'll see if it does taste like that when Joe opens it. My guess is it's probably not going to taste like it's described.
Yeah, it's probably, and I haven't logged any of these either. We have a Lagunitas secret agenda. 2,600 ratings on here. One in the last 30 days. Collaboration with Moonlight Brewing Company. It's classified as a Bock, a single Bock.
Ooh, so it's got to have multi kind of. Ooh, I don't know, Joe. Okay,
1%.
My guess is that it's going to be like. I don't know.
We'll see. And look at this. Speaking of tacos, okay, so we got 46 IBUs and a 3.6 bottle cap rating.
Right.
Let me see how long it described. This delicious liquid was specifically designed for the unique thirst of springtime. Bock meaning spring, delight, and pale meaning, well, not dark and scary. Brewed in joint session with Moonlight Brewing as a way to bring each of our time-tested secrets to the table. Now here, if you look at the photos of this beer, here's a better look at the beer. And then we have this is that's what the beer should have looked like. Actually, this is July 4th of 2020, so this is a year ago.
Okay, so it's probably at least a year old. Yeah.
It's at least a year old. And then look at 6 ground beef tacos for $11.
There you go,
boys.
Valid only at Nevada locations. Huh? Jim Boy's Tacos. You guys, do you have Jim Boy's in Phoenix, Joe?
I've never heard of them, but
okay, yeah, it's probably a Vegas Reno thing.
Here's a much better look at this beer.
Oh, look at that! Now that looks tasty.
That looks very tasty. So let's see what we get. I've got my hand blown glass that I got in Mexico. So okay. I got my this is my Newcastle.
Okay.
See if we get some smoke in here to keep Neary awake. Oh,
a little bit. Yeah, look at that.
Look at that, baby. Eat it, Neary.
Pouring smoke.
Eat it.
That woke him up. If he was asleep, he woke up. He had a nightmare.
Yeah, right. It's still actually early evening over there.
That's like 10 o'clock for him. Yeah.
So, is it 10 already?
Yeah. Now Neil says he just posted. He says, "Evening guys, just attacking my first pint of the week." So Neil is diving in.
That is much better language than we use.
Yeah, you're not drinking. You're attacking. I like that.
Attacking it because it. You know what? You know what? And he's actually like he's not. He's not leading the charge. He's just reacting to the beer. Him first.
Yeah. Well, look at that. Okay, so that doesn't look too bad. There's still carbonation.
Yeah, there's still carbon. Let me tap. Yeah. I can't get a proper photo because the damn label came off.
Yeah.
I need to tape this on here or something. I guess I can kind of lean it. Yeah. Selfie. That way I can kind of lean it at least because this ain't working. So this is hilarious. I could actually now put the label on.
Put the label on the glass. The glass has probably got condensation on the outside. You can stick the label. That's funny.
So let's see. It does smell bready.
Good.
Yeah. Oh, that's still not bad, man. It really is. It's good. It really is. You get those really nice malt flavors from it. You some like nutmeg in there. What else? They don't give any sort of description of what.
I would think it would be kind of caramel.
I'm getting some of those notes in there, like nutmeg.
Okay, all right. So it's not. It hasn't gone totally bad then. You know.
Oh no, it's still actually pretty good. Yeah. It is. It's actually still quite solid. It has some decent carbonation. The carbonation's kind of gone already.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it flat though, because the head's still sticking around.
Still got a head hanging around. Yeah.
So it's not bad at all. How you doing on time, Mark?
Another couple minutes.
Okay.
I'm gonna bail on you in about 2 minutes. So
let me see the this show does not brainwash you to hate America, thank God. Hey, yeah, we try to keep all that part. There's enough of that out there. If you want to find that,
you can find that anywhere. Yeah,
you can find that anywhere. Put that label on a 40-ounce malt liquor bottle. Yeah, I know. Oh no, bueno, man. Evening, guys, just attacking again. Now you can see.
Look at this! I got a surprise. I've got more beer in here.
Oh,
I forgot. It didn't fill up the whole.
That's always a welcome surprise, isn't it? Isn't it like it's kind of like digging in your pockets on laundry day and finding money? It's like finding money in your pocket. You're like, especially if it's a 20, you're like real money. It's not just $1, and you're like,
that's just good. This is good 3 ounces of beer. I'm happy about that. Yeah.
Hey, we got egg.
Oh boy, that's the boss.
That's the boss.
The King of Smokes boss, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Checking in.
Could not be here today, so we are now officially telling your mama.
Yeah.
Hey, and I think this is one place where this is one time it's appropriate for us to say, Neri, your mama.
Yep.
We can officially say that. Evening, Nell. Hope you're Neil. I'm sorry. Hope you escaped the flood.
Yes, and he says all good here. Okay, they must have had a bunch of rain up in Liverpool area because I think that's where Neil is in Liverpool.
You know what? I thought he was actually talking like he was in Phoenix because we actually had 2 days of rain here. I think it rained like a whole 1/8 of an inch here. So,
how did you survive? Did you have to get your boat out?
It's the great Phoenix flood of 2021 here. I don't know if you've been seeing the news reports, but it's been pretty scary here.
Tragedy.
We might have got up to a full 1/2 inch of rain. Just saying.
Gosh, it's a miracle you could do the show.
I think the house was flooded. All the people just left, sucking all the water out of here. It was crazy.
Yeah. All right, Joe. I got to bail.
Okay, man. We'll see.
Good seeing you guys. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Neil, we are lucky we live halfway up an incline but one of my neighbor's gardens flooded. So that, yeah, there must have been some serious flooding up there. I forget where Neil lives. I forget exactly where he lives. I'll put a link in here again in case any of you guys decide you want to jump in here. I'll stick around for a few more minutes here. I've still got one more brew. Another one of these Baja Brewing Companies, por favor. Por favor, por favor. I've got another one. I'm kind of. This is a trip though that this label came off. I mean, look at that thing. It just perfectly. You see how like it's like they didn't even lick it or dip it in water or however they put the labels on there. The machine, right? You can kind of even see the. I don't know. Can you see that at all? Not really. It's kind of washed out. But it's a trip, man. I mean, the darn label just came clean right off of there. But the beer's still good. I mean, it has to be probably a year old. It's not. It's not one of my beers that I had when I was still in Albuquerque. But it's still pretty solid. I guess what I can share with you. Let me see if I can share this. Let me see if this is possible. Well, I'm sure it's possible. I just got to figure out how to pull it up on the screen here somehow. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Somebody. Okay, you know what? Who is this guy? You guys tell me. Who is this guy? Because I don't know who this guy is. See this guy sitting on the chair? I'm noticing he's popping up on everyone's thing. Like this happens to be a record store, the In Groove here in Phoenix, that I actually go to. Um, yeah, actually, and in the In Groove, they have a fantastic website if you're looking to order some vinyl. But I'm noticing this guy sitting. Who is this guy? And what's the deal with him sitting on this chair? I'm noticing there's people uh, putting a lot of posts of him in it, and it's I don't know the story behind the guy, but it's still I find it funny. Um, that he is in there. I don't like I said, I don't know nothing about the story or what's yeah, look at the very next post is another personal trainer that I happen to follow and he's I'm seeing this guy everywhere. I don't know. Oh, this is the beer store. This beer store, if you come to Phoenix, they're in North Phoenix, Craft Beer Quick Stop. Oh my God. They have so much beer packed into there. Oh, okay, that's Bernie Sanders. So what's the significant Bernie Sanders? Uh, you have to fill me in, man. I when I tell you guys I don't watch TV, I freaking literally don't. I don't. I didn't watch the inauguration. I didn't really care. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm that guy. I'm like it doesn't. That's Bernie Sanders. So fill me in. Like what's the significance of him sitting in that chair with gloves on? I think I recognize the name as someone that ran for president or something. He ran, I think. Um, God, I'm that guy under a rock. I work and I don't watch live TV. I just don't. It doesn't interest me. It doesn't. I could care less. I'm telling you. So I don't really know about these things. I'm not. I'm trying to figure out what was I going to do? I was going to look something up and now I don't. Oh, that's right. I was going to look up my Discogs. Any of you guys familiar with Discogs? Oh boy. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Discogs or not, but freaking great database for keeping track of all your vinyl. That Parker go that Parker coat goes everywhere with him. Oh, I feel like there's still something I'm missing. You know what's funny is I kind of thought it was funny seeing this old guy on a chair just kind of waiting there with those gloves on and stuff because I'm seeing it everywhere. One of the first posts that I seen was from a record store, and they were, a lot of us kind of wait on when the new release is going to be announced for Record Store Day, and so they had him sitting outside of a record store in that chair, and they were like, "It's not even Record Store Day yet." You know what I'm saying? The new releases haven't been announced yet, or something like that. And I was like, wow, there's a guy actually sitting in line, and that was the first post I had seen. So I saw the guy sitting there, you know what I'm saying? And they had it photoshopped in there so well. I just thought it was some dude sitting in a chair waiting. And then I saw it again in another post, and I was like, "What? That's the same guy." And then so I literally don't. I'm that guy, man. I don't have a freaking clue. I honestly don't. I don't keep up with politics. I don't keep up with, man. If it's on live TV, I have no idea. Someone generally fills me in on these things. I don't know. What's the oh, here we go. Yeah, because my Discord, I can log in automatically here. I don't remember my sign in. I have to go to Safari. I'm a big Mac user, so I'm on a Safari. Once I go to Safari, then it has my sign in memorized and all that. Don't you hate that you have to accept all these stupid cookies and all that sort of thing? Where's my account? Oh, here it is. Here's my okay. So here's my and I guess you're welcome to follow me on not on Insta, well, on Instagram too if you want, but um I have to stop that and then redo it. Let me redo the sharing. There we go. So there we go. So this is my Discogs so far. I'm going through and I'm putting in all my records that I currently own, right? Let me try to make this bigger. So you can see the records and it'll have their minimal value, medium value, maximum value. And since, a lot of these records have umpteen different pressings, you can go through and specifically put in what pressing you have so it tells you your value. So right now I have and Mark's better at this than I am. I don't have all mine in here, but I have 84 in here right now. And so it tells you the value of my collection so far. So the minimum value would be $1,063.04. The median value would be $1,616.13, and the maximum value would be $2,625.07. So, but it's kind of interesting. It's just very tedious trying to get them all in here. It takes a lot of work. It actually does. Um, but some of these records are really good listens, and some of them aren't. Some of them were used records that were either given to me or that I still bought but were in bad shape. Um, and I bought them for peanuts, so so it's not really that big a deal. Like this War album right here, it was not really in great shape when I bought it, but it plays some of the key songs from that record, and that's fine with me. I just really wanted to have it in my collection, that sort of thing. Some of these are 45s, like this one here. This is a 45, so it's kind of cool. But if you've not heard of Discogs, it's a good way to kind of catalog your whole collection. So that's kind of what I've been up to here lately is putting all these in my collection. This I just learned how to say her name, Billie Eilish. Is that right? Eilish. Just learned how to say her name. I was like, I've seen a few other people reference her record, and that's how I figured out how to say her name because I had no idea. I was like, I don't know how to say her name now. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And I think I have a couple of her records at this point. Um, Not quite sure. I have a few records coming today, actually. I'm waiting for deliveries. Um, and I was thinking about, okay, yeah. So Adam says, oh, so Ruben's asking, is Discogs free? Yeah, absolutely. I have not paid a dime for any of that. And they even have a mobile app, which makes it a little easier because you can kind of, if you have vinyl and if you have I have a few hundred records. Um, So it kind of sucks putting them in there. I'm not gonna lie. It kind of sucks because some of your records will have new or not. They don't all have a barcode. Some of the new records don't have a barcode because they're uh, repressings of the old record, right? So they're new, but they're still so they won't have a barcode because they're a perfect uh replication. Is that the right word? But they're replicating that old record, so that old record didn't have a barcode. Or some of them are dual LPs, and so or they're a special box set, and all these sorts of reasons why you might not have a barcode on there. But it just suffice it to say that not all of them have barcodes. Even if they do, though, you can scan the barcode with the app. That'll get you part of the way there. And then you need to look at the catalog number. Sometimes the barcode is different than the catalog number. So you look at that. That'll help get you there. But you can search all these different ways in Discogs, or you can go right to the dead wax in your record. You ever looked at the center of your record where they have that, they call it dead wax, where there's no real grooves there. There's just those long grooves that take it right to the center label. You've seen etching inside that dead wax. Well, that's actually like the record identifier right there. And a lot of times you end up having to pull that actual disc out of there and look at that dead wax and look at that etching that's in there. And that's so a combination of all of that will help you identify that record and that pressing. Sometimes they're literally just one letter off or one number off, and that identifies the pressing that you have. Is it a UK pressing? Is it an American pressing? Is it a Japanese pressing? Is it this pressing, that pressing? Is it, you know what I'm saying? So it really narrows it down because some of these, like that Billy Eilish, like that. I mean, there's a lot of pressings of that record. It's a trip. Some of them, even though they're new, you're going to think, oh, okay, well, that it's new, so there's only one. No, there's still quite a few. It's surprising. Uh, yeah, Ruben says, awesome, thanks. I think that'll help me a lot with my limited collection. Yeah, if you have a smaller collection, it's perfect because you're going to get them put all in there. What's great about it is they have an app. So while you're in the record store, or if you're at Target or Walmart, wherever they have records, and you're wondering, do I have this record? You know what I'm saying? Boom. Now you can pull up your Discogs app and it has it in there. Because I've been in a record store, and mind you, I have a small collection as well. I only have a few hundred. So when I've been in a record store, it's tough, man, because you're trying to remember, you're looking at a couple different pressings, and maybe you already have a decent pressing, but this one might be better or this one might be more limited, and you're trying to remember if you actually have that or not, and it can be really challenging, or maybe this one's remastered by someone different than the one you have, and so you might be depending on where you're at with record collecting. Some people, they like the album art, and I've got quite a few in my collection that are like that. I just like the album art, look kind of cool. So I bought the record just based on purely that, just on I had no intention on playing the record. There's different reasons why you might buy a record, you know. Overall, it's flipping fun. I love, collecting vinyl. I don't have any right here next to me. I don't have any in this room. That's crazy. I need to correct that. I don't have any in here. I intend on one of these days redoing this whole room. But for now, I've got a green screen. Tomorrow's show, you'll see the green screen. I'll have different things up here, and that way you don't always have to look at the same boring photography. Because one of the things COVID did was for me was I like to shoot people, and what's something that you're not supposed to be around is people, you know. So, and a lot of these models travel, and they're all over the world, all over this country, and that's the exact thing I shouldn't be around. So it's limited, and by limited I mean absolutely I haven't been shooting at all. So that's what's up with my photography. I haven't been shooting at all. I've had a few models reach out, and they're gonna, they're doing some traveling, but I'm just not that interested. I'm just not, you know, I don't want to take any unnecessary risks. Because I do shoot in my home. My home is my photography studio. So I just yeah, no thanks. Check out a funk band called Skull Snaps. I have the original vinyl in mint. Check the price on Discogs. One off album has a bit of a mystery about it. Yeah, let's check that out. Let's check that out right now. Let's see. We'll do it. We'll do it live. You guys ever heard that sound clip? Depending on how big a sports guy you are. Let me see. Skull Snaps. Wow. This will be interesting. Yeah, there it is. Skull Snaps. All versions. LP. See what I'm saying? Look at Skull Snaps. Now Neil just had us look this record up. Let me hit this so it'll pull up. Okay. So here's the basic generic listing for this. You have vinyl, you have the LP, album, reissue, gatefold. Country of origin would be US. Genre is funk soul. Style is soul funk. Same thing. Sometimes those aren't. Um, 17 for sale. The minimal value is $12.20. Highest value is $30.49. Median value is $24. Last sold December 16th, 2020. Um, you have 1,500. This is also interesting. So you can make of course, of what you already have, and then a list of what you want. So if somebody has something that they want to sell and they want to, sell it, they can go on here and quickly look at who wants to buy it. You know what I'm saying? Is there a big demand for that? So you have 876 people want this album, which is good. Average rating for the pressings is 4.53 out of 5. So that's pretty good. There's 153 ratings on here. It has a nice video clip, so you can get an idea of what that sounds like. I'm not going to play it because you know how YouTube is. But here's all the companies involved with that record. It just really gives you a really really good rundown of each album, but this one specifically, since Neil asked us to look it up. Here's so you got 5 other versions, and we can view all the versions. So this would be all the different versions of this record. 8-track, the LP. You have all the different LPs, and the GAT would be gatefold. So you have all of those. You have just an LP or an album. These were gatefolds. You can see the country of origin. So you can see there was a U.S. release, an Italian release, a Venezuelan, France, U.S., Italy, Japan, Australia. You can see all the different. Look at that. That's just for this one album. It's pretty interesting. And if you don't find your version, then you can add it. So it's pretty interesting, man. It's pretty cool. Here's that Doom that passed away not too long ago. I actually have the Chronic as well, so that'll be one that I'll be putting in here. I don't think I have it in here just yet. But yeah, that's a good example as well. You have 132 for sale, $15 starting. Lowest was 9, highest was 35.62. Median price was 23.98 for the Chronic. That's a good album. I won't be selling mine, but yeah, that's a good album. Kind of cool. Thanks, Neil. Check out the price of the original pressing, $450. Yeah, let's see. Original pressing. So let's see, 1970. Boy, it is tough to find the original, isn't it? But it didn't say. It just said in the general listing here. It just said that it was The highest was it just said the highest was what? 100 and not well, not even 100. It said it was $30. Let's see what's for sale here. There's 15, 28. I'm pretty new to this stuff, so I am not sure how to find Mark. If you guys aren't familiar with Mark, he's been with me on the Share Beer Show forever, and he's the one that got me into Discogs. I had no him, and then another guy named Wes that's on Mark's show on Sundays. Yeah, because I have no idea how to view release page. So this is the release page. I don't know how I honestly don't know how to tell what is the original one in its value. And then really sell this? No. Yeah, I honestly don't know. That would be helpful too if I knew. I just know those basic things. Oh, but this is a good idea. So you have barcode and other identifiers. So this shows you like right here. So the matrix run out. So you have side A run out etched. So this is what you would find right here on side A etched into that dead wax. You would find this three, and sometimes they're very hard to read, but you would find 3972 GSFS 1011. And you see how there's gaps in here? You'll see a gap in there as well. So you'll probably find 3972 and then probably a slash or something. But if there's a slash, sometimes they'll put that in here. And all these other little letters and stuff like that you'll find in that dead wax. It's a trip, man. It's pretty cool. And then this one says there might be a barcode on there for this particular release. It's kind of cool. But yeah, I like this Calgs so far. It's a great way to keep track of all your vinyl and to sell some of your vinyl. You might buy a record if you're getting into records. You might buy a record just to listen to it a few times, and then you're like, I can get my money back at least at a minimum on Discogs, right? And you can sell it and get your money back, and then put that towards something else that you really would like to check out. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good way to uh, research records, keep track of your catalog, sell records, and buy records. So it's a fantastic website. I'm just learning more and more about it. I've only been collecting vinyl records for 2 years. Yeah, might be three. Mark knows. Uh, because he's the one who got me into vinyl records. I was like adamant about not having any sort of physical media. I was like, screw physical media. I stream everything, and then what I don't stream, I have downloads of. Right? I was all in on that, all in, and then that changed pretty quick. I bought a record player finally, and then I bought two vinyl records. I bought two records, and then I could not see me having anything more than possibly 20 records. I just couldn't see it. Oh my goodness, that I couldn't have been more wrong. I couldn't have been. I just couldn't have been more wrong. That I It has been so much fun uh, buying vinyl records, getting new releases. There's something there. You hear it. You might hear it over and over again. This is a Baja Brewing Company Mexican IPA, por favor. And I think they're out of yep, Tijuana. So they're out of TJ. So they are a true Mexican IPA. They're out of TJ, out of Baja, California. Um, so I, there's something to be said for it, man, because I can stream music even right now. I was just streaming music before I started this stupid show. it, and I've got a few, a few systems, and so I can listen to music in different ways, right? I can I can do some real critical listening. I can do some kind of vintage. I have a room with vintage stuff in it, vintage equipment, or I can listen to real modern equipment with subwoofers and all that sort of thing. And or I have just my Amazon devices that the Amazon speakers with her name, and I'm not going to say her name. Um, and I can stream music that way, all of those ways of listening that stream music are fine, but I don't find myself as engaged as when I put a record on. There's something about holding that record. You clean it, you get the record, however you get it, whether it be new or used, and you look at the condition of it. You know what I'm saying? All these things will have an effect on your sound. That's the beauty of it. You can completely affect the sound of how that record is going to sound versus streaming. Um, you can affect the sound of your stream as well. It just depends on how much cash you have, you know. But typically, you can't necessarily affect the stream is technically what it is, right? Trust me, you can affect the sound of all your music, but not like you can with vinyl, not like you can with analog. Let's just say with analog, because I have tapes as well. I get into cassette tapes. I have a nice little collection of cassette tapes as well. um, the minute you get into vinyl records, tapes is right there, and I do have a cassette deck that is a dual cassette deck, dual audio reverse. It has all the Dolby noise reduction on it. What do you have? Four different noise reductions on there. I think there's what, Dolby HX Pro, Dolby B, Dolby C, and just Dolby NR or something, if I'm not mistaken. There's a few Dolby noise reductions on there that aren't licensed anymore. So your new cassette decks don't have, they're not as good because they don't have all the Dolby noise reduction that the old decks do. My deck, I bought one brand new. I bought it 89, I think. And I still have it. It works great. I still have it, and the sound, the fidelity that comes out of there, it's really, really, arguably, depending on the cassette you get too. It's just like analog is analog, just like records. I'm getting into now better, more expensive pressings of particular albums. Oh my God, the dynamics of some of these records is insane. I got the new. I just did in the last few days. I've gotten that new Stevie Ray Vaughan. Couldn't stand the weather. I got that special MoFi one step. Oh my God! And then depending on how you clean your records, depending on your record player, depending on your tone arm, depending on your cartridge, all these things, your preamp, your phono preamp that you use, will affect the sound of the music, and it's fantastic. It's fantastic. You know, so many things. I mean, there's so many factors, and some of it will drive you nuts. Some of it'll drive you crazy. Actually, right after this show, immediately after this show, I'll be switching up my cleaning method. I think I wasn't rinsing some of my records well enough, and so I've got some noise coming off of some of my records because I'm cleaning them well. I use a oh good God, I just forgot the name of the stupid record cleaner I have. But it's a good one, and you have to dip them in there, and the bubbles come out, and it ultrasonic. I have an ultrasonic record cleaner, um, and my solution is fine, and all of that. But I for some reason, I used to have one of those hand ones, and it was a device, pretty inexpensive, about $70, and you some of them you can get cheaper, and you put your record in there, and then you hand spun them like that, and that cleaned the records good enough. Um, but you would still get a decent little amount of noise off of that, your pops and your crackles and stuff, depending on the record, depending on the pressing, and all these sorts of things. But I had a really good system, and I would of cleaning them, and I would clean it like that, and then I would rinse and do all these sorts of things, and I would get a pretty decent quality of cleaning that way. Once I got the ultrasonic, oh my God, that was the answer. But for some reason, part of my process, I took the rinsing part out, and so all of a sudden I think I'm not all of a sudden I'm getting a little more pops and cracks all of a sudden, and I'm like, ugh. So yeah, immediately after the show I'm going to re-clean a record that I cleaned yesterday, uh and see if rinsing it helps. I forgot that I wasn't rinsing, and see if that helps. If not, then I've got other cleaning solutions that I uh, will try and attempt. But all these things affect your sound. It's fun. Um, what do you have there? Had a Hitachi three head system with Dolby B and C for years. An 80s gym. Yeah, exactly. And Neil, tell him, like, the minute you play a cassette, and the thing of it is, there's so many different types of cassette, right? Of cassette tape, rather. So many different qualities, and some of your better qualities of cassette came out when CDs hit. When CDs hit, and we're starting to get really big and just taking over everything. The cassette manufacturer, the people that made cassette tapes were like, "Oh crap, well, we better start." So they started producing everything, especially some of your pre-recorded stuff was produced on some of this really good metal tape. And when you get some of those metal tapes, man, I forget the name of the metal tapes, but some of those good metal tapes, I mean, they replay. Oh my God, so good, so good. They are really. If you like vinyl records and you happen to get an older cassette deck that's been mm, gone through, what would you call it? Restored, probably cleaned really good, gone through really well and made sure everything works and everything is cleaned. Man, vinyl it's tough. The sound I can get out of cassettes, man, it's that nice warm sound. It's different than vinyl records, but it is up there, man. It is nice. It is pleasant. And the thing about it, the popularity of records are starting to get expensive. I just dropped more money on a few records here that I never imagined I ever would. Records are getting expensive as the appetite for uh, records starts getting higher and higher. So is the prices. Cassettes, you can still get them for, oh my God, I can get high quality metal cassettes for $3, $4, maybe $5. Um, Now, what's funny is some of your more popular artists are starting to put out new cassettes. New cassettes. It's funny how the new stuff doesn't sound as good as the old stuff. So there's artists putting out stuff on cassette now, and those cassettes don't sound as good as the old ones from the early 90s because the cassettes just aren't as popular. So they don't have that access to those tapes and the noise reduction. The noise reduction is key. Dolby hasn't licensed that stuff in ages. And so those old cassettes just sound way better. It's but pretty interesting, man. And then there's also the reel to reel, and boy, that is expensive. To get a good reel to reel tape, you can get them depending on the actual recording, you get, man, them things can be $450. I mean, it doesn't take much. Absolutely. They can get really high. Um, Ruben says, I have a project turntable with the Cambridge Audio amp and Tannoy speakers. Hey, that's a fantastic setup, man. Yeah, that is a fantastic system. Uh, what project turntable you have? I have two project turntables, and then I have a my other one that's not a project is a music hall. I have a music hall 5.3. Turn, I have a project, which is a budget project, but it's the Essential 3 that has been, I have upgraded that Essential 3. So it's basically a project limited edition. Uh, I basically upgraded that Essential 3 to the point where now it's basically a debut carbon. So it's basically a limited edition debut carbon. I took the uh, Project Essential 3 limited Rolling Stones limited edition turntable and upgraded parts and stuff. So, like I said, it's basically a debut carbon. And then I have the Project X2, which is one of their newer ones, and the Music Hall 5.3. Those are, and I'm done with turntables for now. I my uh, my kind of saving up in one of these days down the road when I get, when I grow up sort of turntable would be oh, who's that stupid company out of New Jersey, the VPI um, uh, Prime Scout. Yeah, I like that Prime Scout. So one of these days when I grow up, I'll I'll be able to afford one of those. But trust me, that is so on the back burner. I'm pretty fine with where I'm at with my turntables. I have I had at least all shit audio. I'm a huge fan of shit audio, so I had all their Manny preamps on all my turntables. Um, until recently, I got a Puffin preamp, phono preamp for my listening room. And boy, that I love that purchase. Fantastic for the money preamp. Um, Considered a budget preamp, but I know these things are expensive, but it's considered in the audiophile world a budget preamp. But all that puffing is phenomenal. It just, and I actually have it hooked up to my tube system. I do have tube amps. I have a couple different tube amps. One's a 300B and one's the EL34. And absolutely love my set tubes, man. Um, just love it. And that I mean, the fidelity that comes that you can get out of tube amps is insane. It's just phenomenal. Um, oh, okay. So he has a debut too. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, Chicago love, Joe D. Yeah, Dirk, good to see you again, man. Good to hear from you. I love my clips. Yeah, if you know I'm a clips fan. All my speakers are clips. All of them. I have new clips all the way down to my vintage system are the clips that I bought 30 years ago. What is now possibly over 30 years ago. And they still thump, man. They still sound phenomenal. I do need to have someone go over them and possibly change some of the parts on the crossovers on those speakers. But I have had them for 30 years. I bought them brand new in '89. Yeah, '89, and I've had them brand new since then, man. And Klipsch, phenomenal speakers. Those speakers are heavy than crap too. They are. I love them. I love them. So I've got new Klipsch and old Klipsch speakers, and oh, just hard to beat. They're hard to beat, man. I love my clip speakers. Just shooting a review and we'll join. Oh, good to hear from you, Craig. Yeah, absolutely, man. I'll stick around for a little while. I was actually about to get off, but I'll stick around. I have a project debut too. Again, phenomenal, man. I've been Oh, let me see. Where is Bum? Bum's working. You'll see him on tomorrow's show, but on the Saturday show, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube. Or if you're watching on Facebook, that's fine as well. But yeah, no, Bum will be on there tomorrow. Yeah, the Friday show, Bum just kind of watches a little bit here and there from work when he gets a chance, but yeah, he's not typically on this show. And again, there's only one more show next week. We'll have one more Friday show. We'll be here again at 1 p.m. Eastern, and then that'll be it for a while, man. I'm only able to do these shows whenever I'm off work. So when I take a day off, and it happens to be on a Friday, then I can do a Friday show. But and since it's so early here, I have to be kind of prepared not to do nothing for a while because you can't drink and drive and all these sorts of things. So I had to be prepared to just stay home. So at least for several hours. So if I do have something going on, oh yeah, there you go. There's the answer right from Bum. Dirk, Bum is working. Yeah, you heard it right from the cat's mouth right there, man. And Bum, if you were listening earlier, my friend, and you heard all the breaking news, we have now a freelancer. I told them we already have the what would we consider the Washington Post of malt liquor reporters. We already have that on the show, and we had someone else trying to break malt liquor news on the Friday show, and we were like, I don't know, that feels more like the National Enquirer of malt liquor news right there, man. I think this is sensationalizing the. We already have a good source, so we'll have to mention it to our malt liquor reporter, and then he'll have to confirm it, and we'll have that on tomorrow's show. Oh, Hank Aaron died. You're absolutely right. Yes. Did hear about that. Let's look that up, man. Oh, thank you for reminding me. We have to do a salute to Hank Aaron passing away. Hall of Famer. Oh my God. I mean, broke down barriers. I mean, number 44. I mean, just what else can you say? I'll just scroll through here. You can look at all the different tweets and headlines. Here's one from Barack Obama. Hank Aaron was one of the best baseball players we've ever seen and one of the strongest people I've ever met. Michelle and I sent our thoughts and prayers to the Aaron family, and everyone was inspired by by this unassuming man and his towering example. Yeah, well said. Can't say it any better. February 5th, 1934 to January 22nd, 2021. Nicknamed the Hammer. Runs batted in 2,297. Home runs 755. Hits 3,771. Batting average was a 305. Yeah, big salute, man, to Hank Aaron right here on this show. We'll do this right now. Get something in your glass. Let me make sure to get something fuller glass. I got a few glasses here. You get a fuller glass. Get something in your glass. Give a big salute, man, to Hank Aaron. We got it. We got to give. We can't do that without some sound effects here. We got to give Hank Aaron, a big round of applause as well, man.
Good. How are you?
Absolutely. I'm fine. Thank you for asking. What are you drinking, man? Any thoughts on Hank Aaron real quick, man? I was just
Oh my.
just
Uh,
way.
I remember when I was a kid and we went to the World Series or the MLB Hall of Fame, and I mean I was like still in T-ball, and my older brother was telling me about Hank Aaron, and I just remember looking at some of his memorabilia. I thought it was really neat, and I mean really he was a total ambassador for the sport, man, breaking down the race barriers and just
Yeah.
being an incredible athlete.
Yeah. Yeah, an incredible athlete is right. Yeah, because he was an all-around athlete. It
Oh
wasn't
yeah.
wasn't just baseball, but yeah, he did a lot of. He was just a damn good athlete. Absolutely, man. So yeah, Hank Aaron, man. Wow,
Yeah.
Hank effing Aaron. I mean, good for him,
So
man.
how old was he? I didn't see how old he was.
86.
Oh wow.
And I believe he's the only one whose numbers retired in all of baseball. Is it in number 44? Is that
I think that's right.
I think that's right. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, I think his numbers retired in all of baseball or something if I'm not mistaken. But
Well, if anybody deserves it, it's him.
and Bum is saying in honor of Hank, everyone drink an old Milwaukee.
I have one in the fridge, so maybe later tonight.
Yeah, I don't I don't have any old mill. I would have to go buy some to drink some. But yeah, what are you drinking, my friend?
I'm drinking Funktoberfest. It's an Oktoberfest or a Marsden style lager. I saw it on sale. It was on sale at my local beer distributor for $2.99 for a 4-pack. So I picked it up.
Let me pull up Untapped here.
So I'm sure. I mean, it's past its date, but for $3 for a 4-pack of a brewery I never had, figured I'd give it a try.
Untoberfest.
Funk, Funk.
Untober Funk.
It's from Funk Brewing.
Oh, Funktoberfest. Yeah, okay, I got
Yes.
you. Gotcha. I was still calling it Un, but it's Funktoberfest. Let me
Yes.
stop sharing this screen and bring in another screen. Moving things around here a little bit. There we are. Cool. 3,720 ratings, 25 in the last 30 days. Classified as a Martin, it's 5.9% ABV, no IBUs rated, and a 364
Yeah.
cap rating.
I'm just trying it now, and it's really nice. I mean, it's an Oktoberfest, right? But
It should be pretty. If it's a Martin, it should be pretty biscuity and have all those sort of bready things going.
yeah, it certainly is. It's very biscuity. Actually, has a nice full mouth feel. A little bit of caramel, but it's a nice malty beer. And, for $3 for a 4-pack, I guess it's pretty good.
Oh, and
in,
I
in their time,
correction real quick. Yeah, and not 44, but Jackie Robinson's 42. That's where I got confused. I got there. 42 is the only one retired by all teams. Yeah. Okay. All right. But yeah, it sounds like a freaking great one. You know.
this is a nice beer you can have 4 or 5 of throughout a night. It's nice. You won't get palate fatigued or anything.
That's just it, right? I mean, because these big beers, and we've talked about it on this show a few times. You know, they're fun to have, but how many deep do you get? Really, you get a couple in, maybe a third, and then you're just ready for something more sessionable, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it can still be a craft beer, but you're ready for just something. Just. I don't want to think about it anymore. I had the big flavorful stuff, that was okay, but let's get to something a little more sessionable, right? Something that I
Yeah. I'm just reading this can right now too, and it's actually brewed in Pottstown, Pennsylvania. So that's where Yingling's from. So it's a new brewery in that area, which is kind of cool.
That's very.
I haven't heard anything about them before, but maybe I'll have to check them out sometime.
And great labeling. Let me show some photos of that labeling because I like that. That's pretty cool. And there's a good look at the beer too for those that didn't get a chance to see it real well. And there's a look at someone redoing the roof. Oh no, I don't know what the hell that is. Some of the have you noticed some of the photos on Untapped? You're like, okay, yeah, there's a good look at the beer. Yeah, that one's also pretty solid. I like the label. And there's some re-roofing right there.
The can's really neat. If you look at that diamond shaped pattern, like the blue and the white, it's
Yeah.
actually from the Bavarian flag.
Ooh,
So,
okay.
which is where my alma mater of college was. It was found from Benedictine monks in Bavaria. So it's kind of cool. Little homage to my college.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell it is with Untapped. Do you find yourself doing that, Craig, on there? You're looking through photos on Untapped, and then it's some random, like the most random photo ever. You're like, oh yeah, that's a good look at the beer. Yeah, that's a good look at the beer. And there's a porta potty. What the hell? Like what? What is this? Or look how malty that beer is. Yeah, look. Oh man, look
Yeah.
at the head on that one. And there's someone's shoes. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Well, I mean, sometimes they do surprise you. Some photos, I must admit. Some of them are pretty good. But yeah. Anyway, I'm drinking beer from. It's a bit bright. Beer from Cloudwater, just a standard. They've actually got a core range.
Reviewed.
Oh, hang on. I've just reviewed it. There we go. It's not going to be great because it's just yellow and the lighting. Let me just a bit better.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's a good look at
It's
it.
their pale ale. You got the link in the thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean it's a beer that I've had once before, but a few years ago. But I've never had a can of it and reviewed it. So that's pretty cool. They got this, and they've got a double dry hop version as well. But,
I like the way they
yeah.
put it in here. You haven't had this beer yet. Okay, thanks for the reminder.
nice.
Yeah, your life sucks. You haven't had this beer yet. Yeah, I appreciate that reminder. 16,000 ratings on here. 16,468 to be exact. 200 in the last 30 days. 3.7%. No IBUs rated and a 3.8 bottle cap rating on here. Classified as a pale ale. That's what I'm having as well. Pale ale.
It's a juicy banger for what it is. You could drink this all day, and
Yeah,
there's enough flavour there to keep you interested. And it's a great lawnmower. A lawnmower beer? I mean, for ABV, but I think with this flavour profile, I wouldn't want to be mowing a lawn. So I'll be.
I like the way they did this though. They put aroma and flavor. Some breweries will do this, and even those breweries that do, they don't necessarily do it for all their beers. But I like how they put the aroma and flavor, the body, and the aftertaste in here, so you know kind of what to expect, right? Mango, pineapple, and tangerine with a light, lasting malt character. The body is light to medium body with a spritzy carbonation. That's good to know. Because as you collect these beers and they may stay in your pantry for a little while, you kind of want to know what to compare it to. That's fantastic. The aftertaste, soft and juicy orange, low bitterness.
Yeah, that's about right. That's about what it is.
Good.
It's decent. It's decent.
And I think that if a brewery's willing to put that out about that particular beer, that they are pretty confident that that's what you're going to get. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they've only recently started doing a core range selection. I think they've got a Hellas Lager and double dry hop ale. And there's others, but yeah, I mean they're quite a well-renowned brewery over here at Manchester.
Chiming in. Hi, Craig. Hi, Ruben. There's Adam.
Hello there.
Chiming in as well. Yeah, that sounds like a fantastic one. This is also a pale ale I'm having. And, pale ales are that sort of style. Some pale ales, now, unlike other styles, there's very few brown ales that we necessarily write home to mama about. But there are some, right? Pale ales are that style that, like sometimes some breweries will put a label on them of pale ale, and you're like, this is just a flat IPA, man. Come on. I mean, who are you kidding? You know what I'm saying? And because they're so hop forward, right? And then others are, a lot more bready and a lot more Martzen style, if you will. Have nice caramel notes and nice kind of spicy, not meaning hot, but spicy meaning like um, clove and all these sorts of things happening. You know, and those are all fantastic. But they, it's great. It's great you brought that beer in here, Craig, because we were just talking about the beers that you're like, okay, this is some 4.5 rated, 4.75 rated beer, and it's the juiciest and dankest and moistest beer we've ever had.
Yeah.
And you only want that so much, and then you're like, okay, you know what? Give me something else I don't have to think so much about, right? I don't need this taste explosion in my mouth all the time, right? I don't need to be having Loretta all the time, give me a Susie sometime.
I mean, a lot of these lower ABV beers now have got so much flavour that ABV is sometimes like secondary. Especially over here, we've got a lot of table beers, which are even lower than this, but they've still got this same flavour profile that makes you think you're drinking a bigger beer, just the amount of flavour there is in there. Because a lot of these 6, 7, 8, 9%, like New England IPAs these days, you can't taste the alcohol anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But you're just not getting that alcohol hit, but with still the same flavour profile, if that makes sense.
Tom says, what's up, guys? Good to hear from you, Tom. Cool. And you're absolutely right. And I think that gets back to a few years ago now. I think it's got to be 3, almost 4 years ago now, when I was even more probably, when I was starting to say, I'm kind of bored with the whole, okay, yeah, this beer is this, and it's 7% alcohol, and it was like, come on, there's got to be more to this, man. And there was, it wasn't too much longer after that. It ain't because of me. I'm just saying it was getting to me kind of boring. You know what I'm saying? Kind of just monotonous. We're doing the same thing over and over again. There had to be more to this beer conversation than just that. And there's some breweries, they specialize in New England IPAs, and they do all these sort of things. And there's other breweries that just specialize in just good, solid, tasty session ales. Just good, solid, tasty beers. And now you're finding, at least in my area, and I think Ruben's area as well, in the UK, I pretty much feel like they've always done this. You're just finding these good, really light lagers, just good, light pilsners that you can just absolutely crush. 4%, 4.5%, just kill and not have to think about it. You're having a good beer. You don't have to think about it. You know what I'm saying? You're not like, oh yeah, what am I getting in this? Like, you're getting a beer, stupid. Drink it. Right?
I generally, where you are, you probably drink lagers throughout the whole year being in Arizona, but over here it's more for the summertime for me. Drinking a decent lager. They just hit the spot more when it's a bit of that summery type kind of vibe. Just kills your thirst, quenching, perfect. Not so much in the winter time here, but same as sours. Same as sours.
It's winter for us too. It's 66. Yeah. That's freezing for us. Kidding me? It's under 70. The freeze line here for us is 70. Anything below 70. So we're like below 70 degrees right now. So that's when they start going, see, we're 4 degrees below 70. That's
it's -4. Yeah.
-4. Exactly. See? It's all relative, man. Yeah, you see people in parkas here. They're like, "You're still wearing shorts? Are you crazy?"
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, it rained 2 days in a row here. Yesterday and the day before, we've got almost a full quarter-inch of rain here.
Quarter inch.
Oh my God. The insanity. I mean, can you imagine that much rain happening here? I mean,
Yeah.
Exactly. It really is. Exactly. We had to have priests, pray for us here because we're like,
I mean,
when you think about it,
we've had a few inches over here.
we had 16 days of rainfall. It might have been 17 days of rainfall the whole year.
Wow.
That's putting it in perspective for you how dry it is here.
Yeah. I mean, we recently had a load of rain and a good spell of rain. So yeah.
Isn't that funny? So we could all say, "Oh yeah, it rained." Like if it rained there yesterday, I could say it rained here yesterday as well, and it's something completely different, isn't it? Like it's just, I can go to areas of the south or to the east here, and when I get there, oh yeah, mentioning farmlands and stuff. Oh, how's your irrigation system? I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Rain, son. It's called rain. I'm like, we have these extravagant systems, our farmers, to get water to the crops because otherwise, our farmers are like, well, what? Water? What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Like, what is that?
Well, we had about 6 or 7 inches of rain in 24 hours the other day.
Oh my God.
There was quite a lot of flooding and shit.
That would be on CNN if that happened here. Let me tell you, that would be.
Oh yeah.
I can't even.
I can't
fathom that kind of thing.
You watch CNN? Okay.
No, I don't. But I'm just saying that would be on there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would be on there.
Yeah.
I got to go break the seal. I'll be back. You guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool beans. Cool. How you doing, mate? You all right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
No, I was just astonished that beer's 3.7%. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, this is, and it's like one of them hazy things.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
It's super, obviously sessionable and easy drinking, smooth, but plenty of flavour. The body's like, low, medium. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty damn good.
Where's it out of?
They're out of Manchester, England.
Oh, out of Manchester. Okay.
Yeah, a brewery called Cloudwater. Cloudwater Brewing Company. So that's the actually there's the logo. Probably might be easy to show you on there.
Yeah.
You can't really see it because the lighting, but everything's really pale. The can, the background, and then white on a pale background. If it was in black,
yeah, I kind of like it.
But pretty nice. There's some great beers, double IPAs, etc. And they've done a load of triple IPAs, a lot in the last 6 months or so.
Oh wow!
They've been going,
okay.
I mean, I've done a load of reviews of them in the past, going back like 5-6 years ago. They've been around for a while, but I haven't had anything from them for a while. But a local bar got a load in, so I was trying to support them. Local bar stuff.
Yeah, with COVID, absolutely.
So I mean, it's not so much a local brewery, but it's more of a local bar that got them. So like, yeah, I'll try and whatever they get, I'll try and get.
Cool.
To help them along because we're in lockdown at the moment. So.
Oh, you guys are back on lockdown now?
Yeah, we've been in lockdown for about we'll be ending our just over 2 weeks. We've been in lockdown.
Oh wow, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
That is crazy, isn't it?
It's got really bad, but it seems to have been plateaued and things at the moment are heading the right way. So
Mark talks about it on his show because he gets people on there from the UK, and he talks about Can't hear you.
There you go. I was going to say, what are you losers still doing on here? You should be working.
Okay.
I was for the first hour, took an hour off, made some money. Now I'm back. So
the first part of that sentence was exactly right. We're losers. That's exactly why we're on here.
That's right.
Where else would we be?
You're going to verify all the MLDC's assumptions here. Come on. I might just need to go down into the man cave and grab another beer here. So.
Oh, yeah, because see, losers love company. So
Right.
you know, hey, you know,
Contagious.
I did share, you know, my Instagram where I had, you know, beer with my waffles this morning. So I mean, come on, you can't drink all day if you don't start early.
That's true.
If you're starting in the afternoon, and you said I drink all day, you're a liar. Fake news.
And there's one thing losers don't like: liars.
Yeah, that's right. So I had to get a snack. So I've got some pecans that I have here.
Oh, nice.
I do like pecans.
Good. I'm thinking of having another beer as a snack. What do you think?
And you know, our pecan. You know what? Pecans are very regional in this country, aren't they? Like kind of like honey. Like, you know, is it like honey? Where do you need to eat pecans from your own particular area? Because
pecans or pecans. Isn't that what they say in Texas? Isn't it pecans?
Yeah. It's a pecan.
We call them pecans.
Yeah.
We call them pecans.
Pecans.
In Georgia. I'm not sure. I think they call them pecans in Georgia.
Isn't it? Is it a pecan in Georgia?
I don't know. I guess I should pay closer attention. I just really haven't.
Well, with all the pie there, good God, there's got to be.
Oh, yeah, there's lots of pie, but I don't care how they pronounce it, just so it tastes good.
Oh, my God, the pies in Georgia. If you go to Georgia and you don't make it, and you make it out of that state without having a pie or some chicken.
Or it's something fried or pie, then you haven't done it right. Yeah. Yeah.
You're not doing it right.
Is that a pecan pizza?
I'm sure they can do it.
You're blowing my mind right now, kid.
Actually, that would be good. I can see that.
Why don't they put more nuts on pizza?
Well, don't tempt me with a good time.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of pizza place you're going to, Joe, but
yeah.
I've seen them videos as well. So
I am aware of websites you can go to where they show plenty of nuts on pizza. I guess. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah. And they have memberships, and you pay for that sort of content. Yeah. But
onion rings and.
Onion rings and nuts on pizza. All right.
There's whole countries, Craig. Whole countries where they put tuna on pizza.
Yeah, I bet.
They do this sort of thing.
Seafood pizzas, anchovies and tuna and
shrimp.
Yeah, hilarious. They've had anchovies on pizza forever, and yet tuna on pizza to us is just like you got to be out of your mind. That's
tuna. I mean, I haven't been for a while for obvious reasons, but when I used to go to Madeira a bit more regularly, out there, and I think I've mentioned it before, they have octopus pizza.
Oh, good God! Yeah, no. Oh,
interesting.
Is it black? Is it black? Do they use the black? Do they use the octopus ink as the sauce?
No, they just use the legs.
That would be good.
I bet that'd be amazing with like a garlic sauce.
Only suckers buy that pizza. Sorry.
Oh, he's in full.
That's an octogenarian joke.
Yes.
Old
suckers buy that
pizza. Yeah, absolutely.
I actually have never had like octopus ink.
Oh, I've had squid ink pasta.
Me too.
Squid ink in with the pasta. Yeah, so it comes out black. Yeah.
Oh, you had that? What? Okay.
Yeah. It's like a natural dye. So,
yeah.
Okay, tell us about that experience, man, because
it tastes something different. It's just black pasta, but usually you'll have that with like garlic and butter, that type. It's not usually gravy on it. It's usually garlic and butter.
The black food I have had was I had a Whopper with the black bun.
Oh, okay. Was that like a giant? Was it a rye bun, like a dark rye pumpernickel? Pumpernickel
Halloween thing. You remember they did a red bun,
yeah.
and then they did a black bun. I had both of them. And it was weird, but it literally did not taste any different. Either one of those buns didn't taste any different.
Yeah.
But it was
no, exactly. It's pretty. Yeah, it's probably just a food coloring tossed in the dough. Yeah.
And the
But,
same.
hey, it looked different.
I've had the purple ketchup, which comes out dark. I've had purple ketchup.
Yeah.
Which is a total mind F. Honestly, it's like, what? You know what I'm saying? And I don't see too much ketchup either anymore. Like I don't.
Hank Aaron died? No.
Oh, yeah, we broke that news here on the show.
Oh wow, that sucks.
89. Yeah. Well, I kind of guy, but yeah.
Wow. That's gonna be big news here in Atlanta, obviously.
Oh, obviously. Yeah.
Geez, yeah, they're gonna be covering that. Oh, that's sad. But yeah, I mean, it was 89, so he was an old guy. Yeah. But that still sucks. I mean, that's just a piece of history. Just yeah.
Who's that? Sorry, I missed that.
Hank Aaron.
Hank Aaron, yeah, he's a very prominent black baseball player here.
Yeah, the home run champ came from the Braves, were the Atlanta Braves, but they used to be the Milwaukee Braves. So he was brought up by Milwaukee in their farm system and then came down here with Atlanta.
Right.
Yeah, he broke Babe Ruth's home run record in, was it 1973 or 1974 or something like that?
Here's the comments from Bum. So you
Yeah.
Mark, everyone should drink an old Milwaukee.
I don't have one, but I can get one tomorrow and drink it in his honor.
Yes, but
Yeah.
Oh man, that sucks. But yeah, I mean, he was and he put up with a lot of. He was getting death threats. I mean, all kinds of just crap, basically. Yeah. But he stayed. I think he's lived in Atlanta the whole time after he retired, and has been a real big in the community and all that stuff. Oh, hello.
Oh, look at the cutie. How you doing, sweetheart?
Hello.
Good to see you.
Hey.
Alice.
All right, classing up the joint a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one wants to look it up. Yeah, we need to put the good-looking one on the screen there.
Yeah.
All right, you don't look nothing like your dad, sweetheart. Thank God.
You like this, do you?
Actually, she does look just like you. Actually, that's
she does.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the cheeks. Yeah. You have a stuffed animal there? Is that your stuffed animal? What is that?
Who's that?
Yeah, tell us about your little animal.
Who's that? Say, who is it?
Oh, it's a doll. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
who is
okay.
it?
Really?
Tell him. Come on, say.
What's your doll's name?
Why are you shy? You're never shy.
He's extremely shy right now, huh?
Yeah. No, I would be too if she was looking at all this ugly over here.
Oh, I know. She's like, oh my God, they're out there.
Is it?
Like, Dad, you actually.
It's Hermione from.
From Harry Potter.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Yeah.
There we go. It's done now.
Yeah. Very nice.
Boy, you could have put $100 on the table. I'd have never got that. Never.
I would have done normally, but yeah.
I'd have. Oh my God, I could use $100.
Yeah.
I'll never get it. I guess. Dang.
Right.
That is awesome, man. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Hank Aaron did pass away, and that is a big one.
Yeah. I mean, that's, I remember as a kid, I mean, that was kind of right in that, you don't remember, I don't remember really. First thing I remember baseball wise was probably like about age 5, age 6. So I remember going to the Pirates game and seeing Clemente play.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then, then all this, I mean, I was really into baseball from about age 6 to, 14 or 15. There you go. You're Ruben. Milwaukee.
Yep.
Old Milwaukee. My last one. Thank God.
Thank God. I don't even have an old mill in the house. The closest old mill I've got in the house is Miller Lite.
Yeah.
This is what my papa drank when he was alive. So anytime I go home for the holidays, I buy a case of Old Milwaukee, and
Oh, okay. All
it's
right.
lasted this long. So here I am to celebrate Hank Aaron too.
Yeah. Oh, that's
You're not missing much.
no.
Oh, you know what? I would like to know. So, Craig, what does she like to eat taco? What's her name?
Alice?
Alice?
Yep.
I just told her you're all from America, and she was, yeah, you're all from America, darling. Why
Yeah, we have American accents.
You're from America.
I've been told from people with accents that we have American accents.
Yeah. Who would have thought?
So what is her opinion on, we have Alice, we have very hard questions on here. Are you ready for a hard question?
Go on then.
No.
We have questions on here. So Alice, do you like burritos or tacos? The drum roll. I told you it was a tough question.
Yeah.
Oh, secrets.
You don't even like them. Oh, well.
Oh,
No?
she don't like either one.
No, she's fussy.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you,
You like chips, don't you? You like French fries.
You like
oh
chips?
yeah, French fries. Yeah, I like French fries
You
too.
like
Yeah.
French fries. What else do you like?
Every kid
What other
likes
foods do you
chips.
like? What foods do you like?
Oh, that
Bucket.
guy. Yeah.
You know what, Alice? I don't blame you. I get just as giggly when someone mentions like really good smoked barbecue brisket, and I get like, yay, yay! Especially, you know the magic word that they mention with that is free, and then I'm like, yeah, that's fantastic. Free good brisket, yes. You know what I'm saying?
Like
Yes.
free French fries? Do you like free
Yes.
French fries?
Do you like going to McDonald's? Do they have McDonald's over there? Do you like McDonald's?
So
It's closed.
Oh,
we
it's
had it.
closed.
Oh yeah. You can only buy it online.
Oh, okay. So you got to buy it online, and then do they deliver it to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right.
Because we're in lockdown. We're in lockdown. I think you can do the drive-through, but
Right.
Okay.
Dallas,
just
Dad make good chips? Does he make good
He's
chips?
back. Who? Did Daddy make good chips?
No.
No. There you go.
There we go. That's good.
Knew that's coming.
And
Oh my
what's your favorite thing to eat with chips? Do you like cheese on them? Do you put ketchup on them? What's your favorite? Ketchup? Okay.
Ketchup.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. Yeah, now we're talking.
You don't like mayonnaise yet? No.
What was it?
Doesn't like mayo.
Oh, no mayo.
Mayo?
Okay.
I do.
How about vinegar? Do you like vinegar on your chips?
No, you don't have salt or vinegar, do you? Yet?
No. Okay.
You don't, do you? You just like ketchup.
Yes.
What else do you have with chips? What else do you like? You like chicken nuggets with chips. What else do you have with chips?
Fish and chips?
Fish fingers.
Fish.
Fish fingers.
Fish fingers.
Fish fingers. Okay.
Yeah,
How about mac ribs? Do you like mac ribs?
mac ribs?
We don't get them over here.
Ah,
Oh,
Yeah.
but see, that's a deprived country over there. Yeah.
Well,
yeah. Or actually, we could say they may be more advanced than us. They don't get mac ribs.
yes, darling.
They get stuff made with actual pork.
She wants to tell you what she likes to do. Go on then, talk.
I like my Nintendo.
Oh,
No. Wow.
I love my Nintendo as well. Exactly.
I
You
built lots stuff on my Minecraft one.
Oh, you do?
Minecraft. Wow, that's
What do you build on?
I have creative mode, and I also have the regular mode.
Oh, well, that's more advanced than
Do
me.
you?
I'll tell you right now.
She's 5.5.
all I can handle is regular mode. Creative mode is too much for me. That's
Yeah, it is.
Well, you have no heart. That means you cannot be killed.
Oh, that's good then.
Yeah, 'cause you have no heart.
That's good then.
You can build
Yeah.
anything.
But he has a pencil neck.
yes. That's my special superpower.
He has he can erase things like no one's business. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. See, she's
And
5.5.
Mario.
Oh, Mario.
Mario.
La, 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 la. I am.
You like the theme song, do you? Yeah. I've got it in my head all the time, though.
Aw.
That is.
I have-
That is
You got to let them talk as well, you know. Oh, yeah.
oh yeah. No, talk. Go ahead, sweetheart. I love to hear what's in your mind. What's in your thoughts.
You are, aren't you? That's good, though. Shy.
What? So, is that all your favorite foods? What's your absolute favorite food? Do you like pizza? Do you like
Pizza.
Heck yeah, man.
Now, what do you like on your pizza? Do you like pepperoni?
Yes.
Oh, I like cheese.
Margarita.
Cheese? Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
cheese is good. Do you like
Margarita pizza.
squid on your pizza?
No.
No.
No, ew, exactly.
That's right.
I had it.
No.
Yeah.
You're fussy with food, aren't you?
Yes, I am fussy with food.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Okay. So what about like sausage or hamburger or pepperoni?
I like sausages.
Yeah, sausages. Okay. Yeah.
Not on a pizza. Just sausages.
Oh,
Okay.
just
Still not
sausage in general.
burger.
You do like burgers.
Well, I only like the kids' McDonald's one.
Yeah, the kids' McDonald's burger. Okay, so that's more. That's more of a.
That's the only burgers I like.
All right.
Yeah, well, that's that. Absolutely.
Right, I'm going to go and get some ice cream.
Tatty, I haven't told.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
I thought we'd done the game,
We haven't done all of them though.
haven't we?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
What kind of ice cream do you like?
Ice cream.
I like to have vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
All of them
probably.
together, like one.
And one with all of the ice creams. Not all of the ice creams, just the ones I like.
My hat's cold. I'm warming them up.
Just the ones I like, exactly. I don't think. Yeah, I like a scoop of all the ice creams I like as well.
Good jokes.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Anyway,
Like this.
no, we're going to go and get ice cream. now. We're going to get ice cream.
Okay. Get some ice cream.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Oh, that was great.
I just love stuff like that. It's great.
Yeah, that
He's
is.
the same age as my oldest grandson, and
Uh-huh.
he's not quite 5 yet, but he will be 5.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And they're just fantastic at that age. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Such personalities.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
And what's
Yeah.
funny, I see my nephew who's 7. He can go from like the worst mood ever. I mean, just like hanging his face, and he's just like, whatever. You mentioned that you're getting pizza. He will like bounce. I don't know how he can do it. Like just from sitting down, he will. It looks like a spring came out of his ass. He will like, boom, bounce up and start. If you mentioned that we're getting pizza. So as a matter of fact, when he actually physically gets the pizza, he's not as excited. He likes the idea of getting the pizza.
That's cool.
That is more of he'll have like a slice and then he's good. But he like the idea of getting pizza is magic.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
It is hilarious, man.
Yeah.
To see her reaction with pizza, it was like,
yeah.
Pizza. And I associate that because me and my sister, who's actually the mother of said nephew, we will talk about what it's like hearing the UPS guy roll up to your house.
That's true.
Yeah, isn't that the adult equivalent of
the Amazon truck or whatever?
Getting a delivery is the equivalent in adult world of getting a pizza as a 5-year-old, right?
Yeah. Speaking of, I just got a notification that I had a record show up. It's sitting at the garage. That's like my pizza right there.
We're about to see a pencil neck like literally spring up out of his ass. It is the adult equivalent of that, right? That is equal right there. And what's hilarious is that's something you sent to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. You
What
did
is
it to
it about? Oh, okay. The isolation. What do you call it? The quarantining. What is it about that? We're quarantined, or I haven't been, but I mean, we're all staying indoors a lot more than we used to, at least.
Yeah.
And we have all taken advantage of the delivery that happens these days. And what is it about getting a package that is just magic, right?
It is. It is.
Yeah.
It's like finding money in your coat pocket that you had up for a year. You know, you're like, this is the best.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, what I wonder we need to have a psychologist on this show one of these days that just like can tell us literally what that is in us humans that is that kind of gratification. It is that.
Yeah. But yeah, it's true. It's like, hey, the Amazon truck's here. The UPS is here.
Yeah, and it's, you know, it's kind of like, it's coming, right? It's like the birth of a baby, for Christ's sake, right? You're like, you know the sex of the baby, and you know the baby's coming, and it should come in this time frame, and you're like tracking the whole baby, right? You're tracking when it's coming. You're doing all this stuff, and then when it actually comes, oh my God! It's still like you don't know what time that day it will come, right? You know it's coming. You get the email that said it's on its way, and you're like, okay, yeah, whatever, it's on its way. And then when you hear the ding ding at your door, you're like,
with UPS, you get the email that says your delivery's on the truck. Follow your delivery on the map, so you can click, and you can see the little icon of the truck go around your neighborhood, and I get pissed because it says it's on the truck, and I see the truck literally go by my house on the map, go somewhere else. I'm like, stop. And then it goes out of my neighborhood, and it goes somewhere else, and I'm getting ticked off the whole time. And then it finally shows up.
Right? You're like, what the hell are you doing, man?
You're yelling at the screen. You're watching the little icon of the UPS truck go everywhere except where you are.
It is too funny, man. What is it about? What's funny is that at my real job, I am one of those delivery guys. So it's
People are sitting there watching you drive around and going, "What the hell? Stop!
Exactly.
Stop already!"
Exactly. Yeah, I'm one of those delivery guys. And so is Coach. That's what's hilarious.
Mhm.
Also,
Yeah.
Coach
He's
is
the
more so that he's the actual delivery guy. Yeah.
He's the actual UPS guy that people are yelling to virtually.
Yeah. When they're asking what can Brown do for you, well, ask Coach.
Stop at my house. Damn it.
I'm my house a little faster and a little earlier. How about that, Chief? Yeah. Nick, that's you're oh, it is too fun. I don't know. I wish I knew psychologically the term or the phrase.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure there's an official term for it.
Yeah.
Condition. It's probably a condition.
Yeah, there's
diagnosed
some kind of whatever fluid that's being excreted in your head that mean or whatever it is.
No, I think it's probably that same, like, what do they call it? Endorphins. That endorphin rush you get.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah. Yeah. Although I've been kind of disappointed in the Postal Service because they say stuff's going to get there and then it never gets there. The last few months, it was like my parents sent a Christmas card. So they sent it on the 14th of December and they wrote, open on Christmas. But it didn't get here till the 30th of December. It took 16 days to get from Pittsburgh to Atlanta.
Well, yeah, my parents. I just talked to my parents this afternoon, and they got a card yesterday sent from cousins of ours on the 7th of December for Christmas.
That's a month and a half. Yeah.
Yeah, well, for Christmas.
Now, see, this is where you're both messing up, guys, and you don't realize this because it was sent for Christmas 2021, and you opened it already.
You opened it too early.
Fatal mistake.
Fatal mistake. And now, is that one of those said McDonald's kids meal hamburgers right there? Is that what that is?
Fish sandwich, chicken sandwich.
Yeah, some sort of
chicken.
Fillet fish.
Filet of fish.
Filet of fish. Okay.
All right. That's good.
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Bun on the filet of fish. You have never had a bun so soft in your damn life, right? It's like
it's good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Susie bun's pretty soft. Mm-hmm. I mean, other than that. Right? The filet of fish bun has got to be the softest sandwich, fast food sandwich bun you've ever had.
Mm-hmm.
It is incredibly soft. I don't know what, and why not have that bun on all the damn sandwiches? I don't get it.
Yeah, no, it is a different bun. It's got a different texture than is it now? It's a different texture than I think the filet of fish bun is probably the softest bun.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Easily. It's easily the softest.
Yeah.
And lately, some of the other buns have like this kind of a hard crust. It's not really nice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like it'll have the seeds and all that sort of thing in it, and the bun just that little bit of a crust to it. That's not a good type of crust. I don't know.
Yeah.
Kind of, with the exception of the Mac rib bun, which is
I'd like to try it just for.
Of course, Craig.
Giggles,
best sandwich in America.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely.
Just ask the chairman. He's had 128 of them so far.
Oh my God.
Or whatever he's had.
It'd be nice to see some American buns, I must admit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, please. Yeah, trust me. Yeah, you can almost not see enough American buns. Dear God, there's some good-looking buns here. That is for sure.
Anyway, I'm going to head off, Joe. Thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it. And I might see how things go. Might join tomorrow night. We'll see.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely. Yeah. Good to see you, Craig. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yes. Cheers, Ruben.
Good seeing you, Craig. Take care, man.
Take care.
All right. See ya.
See you now.
Yep.
Bye.
Yeah, we're probably almost out of here, actually, guys. But yeah, this is oh my God, that was a hoot. Honestly, that was a hoot. Where did I get that from? What the hell is a hoot? Anyway, what is a hoot? What is? You hear that a lot in the South, don't you, Mark? Like, what? Oh, that was a hoot. Like,
that was a hoot. Yeah, it was a hoot.
What is
Hold
a
my
hoot?
beer. This is a hoot. Yeah, that's it. Hold my beer. This is a hoot.
I am going to Google search a hoot? Like what? HOOT, right? I mean, what
Hoot,
is it?
Yeah, that's a hoot. Or there would be maybe WHOOT. I don't know. I don't hoot or hoot. I don't know.
Okay, so here is the definition: a deep or medium musical sound, often wavering or interpreted, that is the typical call of many to owl.
Okay, now put a W in front of that hoot on the search bar and see what it says. Hoot is probably fun. Recipes, Hoot Urban Dictionary. Oh, I don't know if you want to click the Urban Dictionary. I don't know what that's going to say.
Let's see what the Urban Dictionary defines it as: an expression used for happiness or being joyful.
Okay, there you go. Hoot.
All right.
Hoot.
Yeah.
Hoot. There it is. I guess hoot. There it is. Right.
Oh, and there it is. We did it, Joe. See, boom. That's the January 22nd word of the day. We did it, Joe. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, boom. You're welcome. There you go. Yeah. And if anybody ever refers to, Joe for president, well, I am president. What do you want?
Yeah. President Joe.
President. Boom. Is this
Joe.
Joe president? As many Joes as there is in this country, is he the first Joe?
Let's find out. Alexa, how many presidents have been named Joe?
Oh, I'm glad I have my headset on.
There has been one president named Joe. Joe Biden is the 46th president.
He's the only one.
Beginning in 2021.
Well,
He's the only Joe. He's the only Joe. He's just a regular Joe. A regular Joe president.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Oh! And Neil Long says we have had the McRib in the UK a few times.
Yeah. Probably a couple times. Yeah, I would imagine, but they don't have it now, so you lose.
That is funny, isn't it? As many Joes as are in this country, he's the first Joe president.
Yeah. First president named Joe.
Right.
And his family given first name is Joseph, so it is Joe. So it's not like his nickname is Joe.
Right.
It's not like So that is kind of interesting.
I mean, kind of one of those funny facts, one of those weird facts.
Yeah.
Because Joe is like, I don't know.
I'm trying to think. Well, we've had 46 presidents, so there's a few names that have been. We got George, because you got George Bush and then George Washington.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how many first names have been repeated as president names.
Well, there's been at least 3 Georges, because you had George Washington and both George, the father.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. 2 George Bushes. So there's been 3 Georges. That's probably got to be the most popular name then, I would think. 3 out of, I don't know. John? No? Oh, there was John Adams and John Kennedy. So there's 2 there.
That'd be kind of fun trivia, wouldn't there?
Yeah.
That's kind of a trivia thing. That's a Jeopardy thing right there.
Yeah. And Bum probably knows all of it, though. Bum knows all of it.
Yeah, Bum or Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, that's probably in one of his binders. He's got all the names of the presidents.
It probably is in one of his binders, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
That is a trip, isn't it? Like, who's the? I'm gonna stump people with that one. Yeah. Because I just literally thought of that. I'm like, I've never heard of a Joe president. I mean, I'm Joe, so I'm a little sensitive to that.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first Joe president.
Yeah, probably is the first Joe. Yeah.
So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks, Mark. Thanks for jumping in again, pal. We're gonna get out of here.
Yeah, you bet. Enjoy the rest of the day.
I gotta track my deliveries.
Okay. All right. Have fun with that. Mine have showed up for the day that I know of. So.
Okay, pal. Thanks for
later. See you later. All right.